Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my cube collection. Alright, let's go ahead and start with 2x2s. So at the moment these are the only three functional 2x2s that I have. The Moyu Lingpo, this was my main for quite a while, and I also bought the Shengsha Aurora 2x2 which I ended up, I didn't make it my main because it just wasn't that great. I liked the feel, I liked the smoothness of it. Obviously the old Shengsha puzzles, they were very smooth and very nice feeling, but they didn't perform a whole lot. But yeah, this was one that I bought around mid-2015, sometime like that. Eventually I ended up getting, I think this was the end of 2015, I bought the the Tangpo, and it's been my main ever since. I never felt the need to upgrade. So it's a great feeling cube, I like it. And yeah, that's about all there is to say about that. I also do have a Yushin Little Magic 2x2 coming, so unfortunately it didn't make it in time for this video, but I also, technically, I have that one as well. Okay, so now let's get on to 3x3. So we're going to start with some of my older cubes. This was my first proper speed cube. This is the Dian Guhong Stickerless, or Dian Guhong V2. I did like this cube. It was the first cube that I tried to lubricate with silicone oil, which didn't go down well at all. But anyway, I never really knew how to set it up, and you know, it never ended up being very good. So that's that. So this is a YJ Guanlong. This is an old one that I bought quite a while ago. My unboxing of this cube is actually still on the channel from 4 years ago. So this is my Shengsha Wind and Aurora. The Aurora is still quite nice. I like the smooth feel to it. But again, these don't really compare to newer cubes. So now we've got my Moyu Li Ying. So I still do have a review of this cube on the channel. It was one of my favorite cubes and became my main for quite a while. I still like it. If I could find the corner piece and get it set up again, I would probably try and use it again. Here's my Kong's Design Yue Ying. I loved this cube. This was my main for a long time. And then I eventually ended up upgrading to the Kong's Design Mei Ying, which I gave away. So here's my Chi Thunderclap. I used this cube for quite a while. I was always torn between it and the Tanglong, which is actually unstickered at the moment. But yeah, these were my two mains for quite a long time. So I ended up breaking most of my PBs with the Tanglong though, and you know, it's still to this day one of my favorite cubes. Unfortunately this one's sort of not working very well. I overlubed it or something and kind of ruined the cube. So here I've got sort of a collector's item. This is my 1977 or 1979 Rubik's Original. I had this given to me by a friend. And then I've got my Yushin 3x3. This was a pretty big deal when it came out. It was a very, very good cube. This was one of my mains, again, after it came out. So here I've got the Moyu Weilong and the Moyu Hualong. The Weilong was a cube that I did like. It never really became my main though. And the Hualong was a cube that I did break a couple of records with, and it was my main for quite a while. So here are my two Guoguan cubes. So this is the Guoguan Yue Xiao, this one here, and this is the Guoguan Yue Xiao Pro M. So these were both great cubes. I did find the Yue Xiao Pro M to be a little bit sluggish, so it was sort of a backup main for quite a while. This one was my main. When it came out it was really good, and I ended up upgrading to this over the Kong's Design Mei Ying. So here are my three GAN cubes. This was my original GAN 357. I never set it up well enough, but I never really knew how to set it up, so it didn't end up being, you know, amazing, but it was a nice cube. This was my GAN 356 SV2. This was my main for a long time, and then this is my current main, the GAN 356 SM. So this is the mini Zanchi. It was my one-handed main for a little while. And this is my Chi Bulk 3. I also have a couple of other random 3x3s. So I've got the Chi Big Sail, which is quite nice. And my most recent 3x3, which is the Yushin Little Magic 3x3, which I actually really like. And it's my current backup main. My signed Mei Ying from Felix. So yeah, this is pretty much my favorite cube. Although of course I don't use it as a main because I don't really want this pen to rub off, obviously. I keep it in this 5x5 box that I got with my Yushin 5x5. Okay, so now on to 4x4. At the moment I do only have two 4x4s. I have the Yushin 4x4, the original one, and the Thunderclap 4x4, which is currently my main. So I love this cube, it's a great size. I think it's the smaller size one. I don't remember the exact sizes, but I think there were two sizes of the Thunderclap 4x4s, and this was the smaller one. But yeah, this is currently my main. I really enjoy it, and yeah. So for 5x5, I do have 3 5x5s. So this is my current main, the Qi Wuxuang. I also have the Huachuang, which is kind of also my main. I don't really know, it's kind of between these two at the moment. I also have the Yushin 5x5, which is also great. So these are the 3 that I currently have. I do definitely need to update. I know there are much better 5x5s out there at the moment, but I don't exactly know what to buy. If you do have a suggestion, leave it in the comments below. Okay, so now onto Pyraminx. I have the white Moyu Pyraminx and then 2 black Moyu Pyraminxes. These two, they're very old, I never really used them. This was my main for a long time. This is obviously the white one. This is the standard non-magnetic Pyraminx, which I really like. This is the Shengsha Pyraminx, which very clicky, not much corner cutting, but anyway, it was a decent Pyraminx. I also have the Qi Pyraminx, I think the first one that they brought out back in 2015, and that one was my main for a little while. I also have the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. It's nice, but I feel like it's a little unstable, and I prefer the white Moyu Pyraminx, which is this one here. And then also I have the Yushin Little Magic Pyraminx, which is my current main. I really like it, and it is kind of funny to main it over the magnetic Moyu, but I just really like the feel of it and the size of it, so it's currently my main. Okay, now onto Skew. So I have the Moyu Magnetic Skew, which is really nice. I have the Moyu Skew Original, and then also the Yushin Little Magic Skew, which is actually my main. I love the smooth feel of this, and also just the size of it, and the fact that it's a stickerless skew, I really like that. Okay, so now onto Megaminx. I have the Shengsha Megaminx. This was the first Megaminx I bought. It was pretty good, I liked it. I bought the YJ Megaminx next when that came out, and I wasn't a huge fan, honestly. I found it was very tight and very sluggish. But yeah, I mean, some people liked it, so. And then recently I bought the Yushin Little Magic Megaminx, which again is my main, so yeah. So now onto just some random stuff. So I have a MF8 square one, which I am missing a piece from, unfortunately. I used to be able to solve the square one, but not anymore. I kind of, I stopped practicing it, and then I kind of forgot all the algorithms, so I haven't solved a square one in a long time. Okay, so we also have a puzzle here. I think this was like a 3x3 shape mod that I ended up getting from a friend. I haven't solved it. I'm not actually sure how to solve it, so it's kind of in its unsolved state at the moment. I also got this for Christmas, I think in 2015, which was a pretty fun puzzle. Obviously it's a non-WCA event, so I didn't end up practicing it much, but yeah, it was a fun puzzle. I also have the mirror blocks, which was pretty fun. So I have a couple of gear cubes as well. This one I got from a friend at Christmas, I think, and yeah. And also I have this Shengsha 7x7. I don't really do 7x7 or 6x6. The only 6x6 I did have, and it popped and then I lost a piece, and so it's not really functional. But this one's completely functional. I just don't really practice 7x7, so it sort of sits there. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video of my cube collection. I plan to do more in the future when my cube collection grows a bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it, and thanks for watching.